relatives. And so I knew the signs since I was a child. It's actually my first language. And when I moved here to Michigan, someone asked me if I could interpret for them. And I didn't know what the word interpret meant.
Oh, really?
And I said, well, what does that entail? And they explained it to me, and I said, oh, I've been doing that since I was little. So started
Talk
from
about
there.
falling into
Yes.
a career.
Right.
It's really nice to have you. Thank you for helping.
Does anybody have any bake sales they'd like to announce? Does anybody have anything they want to sell? One of the fun things about being a master of ceremonies is that when the show doesn't move on, well, you have a lot of things a lot of time you have to fill.
They're doing it for us.
Thank you very much. I'm not sure many of you, I know, come down to the plaza at Festival just for the Sunday evening close, because this is such an important tradition. But it's very interesting. Somebody did a count and said that if it was possible for you to see every performance at Festival on the 6 or 8 stages during the weekend and see every one of the exhibits, you would be exposed to 350 different arts events just in one weekend, in 2.5 days. We've talked about the massive number of volunteers who make this festival happen every year. Another very interesting thing is that there are arts events at other places in the country that go on for a week or two and might have 200,000 people attending. But this is also one of the best attended arts events in the United States. It's amazing to think that in 2.5 days, Grand Rapids can bring together between 500,000 and 600,000 people just to have a good time. Isn't that something? Give yourselves a round of applause for that.
What a party.
And somewhere in the crowd tonight, before you leave, you may come upon someone who is selling these buttons. You'll see people wearing them around you. They only cost $1, and they help to support the arts organizations, the 54 member organizations of the Arts Council of Greater Grand Rapids. They only cost $1, and they really help a lot. So if you don't have yours, souvenir button from Festival 93, then find somebody who's selling them and buy one so that you'll remember that you supported the arts in 1993 at Festival 93. Do you have any bake sales you'd like to announce?
No, I'm fresh out.
You'd wonder, why is this so complicated? Well, we have to get the sound just right. They're miking the instruments, and pretty soon, the moment you've all been waiting for will be here, when Bethel will be along to sing. We're all looking forward to it a great deal.
Okay, they're beginning to come.
Many of you know that Bethel Pentecostal Church Choir is a mission. It's almost an outreach of one of the great churches of this community. Bethel Pentecostal Church has been around for a very long time. Its pastor is William Abney, who's one of the great guys in town, I think. Not many people know that Bill was on his way toward prominence in the Pentecostal church nationally and was invited by the Bethel congregation at a time when it was a very small congregation meeting in a storefront church here in Grand Rapids. He was invited to come to town. He was National Youth Director of the Pentecostal Church, and came here, and he was very much taken with the spirituality and the enthusiasm of this small group of people in Grand Rapids, and they invited him to become their pastor. And I don't think Bill took 5 minutes to think about it. He knew that he could have gone on to become a pretty prominent individual in the United States in Christian affairs. He chose instead to come and lead this congregation, and he is still their pastor. I don't know whether he's here tonight. I can't imagine that he wouldn't be. Where is he?